Hey friends, this video is for our 2-year-old team for November week 2, and all month long we're asking our kids, who can you thank for everything? And our bottom line is, I can thank God for everything. And our memory verse is, it's like, motions that move. Always give thanks to God, Ephesians 5:20. So this week we are going to the story of David and Jonathan, and our story focus is I can thank God for friends. So David and Jonathan show us that God gives us friends. Though tough times can make us even more thankful for our friends, and David and Jonathan had their share of tough times for sure, but they remained faithful to each other. Jonathan gives David gifts to show he is thankful David is his friend. We can thank God for our friends too. So jumping into our leader guide, I'm filming this in a different room because there's a small group meeting in your room. So jumping into our leader guide, just make sure that you get to your room by 8:20 and 10:20 so that you know you've got everything ready to go. Directors know that we've got volunteers for that room. Kiddos will start to roll in at 8:30 and 10:30, and they can just free play around the room. Then at about 8:55 and 10:55, you'll get kids' attention. You can say, okay, everybody touch your head, touch your belly, touch your toes, and then you can have them all come over to the carpet and sit crisscross applesauce. And once you've got the majority of their attention, some of the other leaders can be cleaning up while one leader does the intro game. So the intro game is called Waving for Friends. So you're going to have all the kids sit in a big circle, and you're going to pass out a ribbon dancer to each kid, which I didn't bring them in this room, but we got little ribbon dancers for all of them. They're not going to take them home. They're just going to leave them here. And you're going to call one child at a time by saying, thank you, God, for Lola. And then you'll have all the kids dance and wave their ribbons for that child. And then you'll continue with each kid calling them to the middle of the circle and saying, thank you, God, for, and then saying their name. And then you can close by saying, today we'll hear a story about two friends named David and Jonathan. Then you can do story time. Make sure that the Roku TV remote is on and turn to the 4-5s room. The Apple TV remote is the silver one. You'll play the week 2 preschool at home video. One leader can kind of be keeping the kids' interest, saying, hi, Ollie. Oh, can you guys say what the video said? And the other leaders can be getting snack ready for after the video. So then after you eat snack, you've got 3 options for little review activities and games. The first is the banner of thanks. So you're going to first gather kids together to practice the memory verse several times. Then you're going to tell kids that you need their help decorating your banner of thanks. And here's what the banner of thanks looks like. Just ignore this part. I couldn't get it off. But the kids will decorate this with stickers and crayons and stamps that I'll put out. And then finally, you guys can march around the room, or if you want, you can march out in the hallway as you say your memory verse and let different kids take turns holding the banner as you march. So I have one printed for first service and one printed for second service. And then you can close by just continuing to say, who can you thank for everything? I can thank God for everything. Then the review game is called Will You Be? So you're going to sing the following words to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb, and you'll choose a different motion each time. So you'll point on a kiddo, call their name, ask them to join you in the center of the circle to do the motion, and then you'll continue each round inviting another child to the center of the circle till everyone is in the middle dancing or moving together. So you would point to a kid, say, Lola, can you come join me in the middle? Will you be a friend of mine, friend of mine, friend of mine? Will you be a friend of mine and dance around with me? And they'll dance around with you. Sorry, I danced while I was doing it. Then you'll call another kid into the middle and you'll do a different activity. So I won't read you all this, but then you'll just close and kind of review the story that David and Jonathan were friends. And Jonathan gave David his sword, bow, robe, and belt. And God gives us friends too, friends that play games, sing songs, and dance together. And then finally, the last thing is their little craft. So kids will all get where'd that blank one go? I thought I brought a blank one. I don't know where it went. They'll get a paper like this. They're going to color in David and Jonathan, and then you will give them the 4 gifts that Jonathan gave David. So I've just got them in these 4 baggies. They all have Velcro on the back, so the kids can Velcro the gifts onto their paper. And then when they're done, they can put the gifts in this little baggie, and they can pretend they can take them out, and they're going to have Jonathan give the gifts to David. So that's the little activity. You're just going to say, Jonathan gave David special presents because they were such good friends. So let's help get Jonathan's special gifts to David. Jonathan was thankful for his friend David, and David was thankful for his friend Jonathan. So actually, I might, no, it's fine. I'm just going to let you guys pass these out to the kids and let them put them on there, and then they can store them in the back baggie if they want. So that's it for this week, talking about how we can be thankful for friends. Such a great lesson to teach our 2-year-olds to be thankful for their friendships. Thank you guys all so much for serving. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of you, and we'll see you on Sunday.